Hi everyone, so this is episode number 4 of the beginner series, and today we're going to look at doing the half treble. So this is what it will look like roughly. I'll zoom in a little bit. So that's what it will look like. As you can see, there's a bit of a ridge every other row, and it will look the same on the other side, but it'll be on the opposite bit. So every time you count one of them, well, on this side it'll be 2 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So we've done 8 rows on this one. That's what the top of it will look like. In theory, it looks like it's got 3 loops we go through, but we'll only be going through the top 2 loops as we would normally. This is same amount of stitches as the previous 2, but we've got a unlike the treble, which we did last week, it's got 2 turning chains and not 3. But we'll go into that into more detail as we go. So grab the yarn that you're going to be using for this. I'm using the same colours as I'm going through. I'm using these colours just as the tutorial base. Zoom back out again. Just as a tutorial base, so you get to see it on the same colour. But it doesn't matter which colour you do. So you do your slip knot. And on this one we need to chain 1 second. So you need to chain a number of 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, to start the half treble, we'll need to skip the first 2 chains, and that will class as your first stitch. So you'll should have 11 more stitches to work into. Well, to do the half treble, you yarn over, and like I said, you skip the first 2 and into the third one, you go straight through, yarn over, pull back through. So you've got 3 loops on your hook like you would have with the treble. You yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's a treble. I'll do it one more time. Yarn over, go through the next chain, yarn over, pull back through. 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And you repeat this until you get to the end of the row. Yarn over, go through this chain, yarn over, pull back through. 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go through. I'll repeat this until the end of the row and I'll meet back up with you there. Right, so in other words, I've just come to the end of my row and you should have 11 half trebles plus a chain 2 at the end of that row. So we now need to start row 2, and I'll do that by chaining 1 and turn my work. I'm actually going to chain 2 and then turn your work. No, chain 1. Yeah, chain 1 even. Sorry about that. Yep, chain 1. And then I'm going to go back into this first stitch right below us. I'm going to go straight through both these 2 loops. So yarn over, go straight through, in between these two loops, picking up the other two loops, as you can see on the hook. Yarn over, pull through, so 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yeah? Yarn over, go through the next one. Yarn up, pull through, 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Again, yarn over, go through the next stitch. Yarn over, pull back through. 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. So you just repeat this until the end of the row. Like so. And I'll meet back up here at the end of the row.
Here's something
So I've just done my last chain into the last, my last stitch into the last one, but don't forget about the 2 chains at the end, because they do count. So you just need, as your one of your stitches, so you just need to yarn into that and do that like so, and then that is the end of the row. So now all we need to do now is chain 1, turn your work, and then work back down this row exactly the same as the previous row. Like so. And then that, oh, sorry, that's all we're doing for this row, this square. So again, you'll need to do a same amount of squares as you've been doing. For this actual square itself, you need to do a total of 8 rows, including the first row. And that's it. 8 rows of half treble crochets, and then that will be making sure you've got 12 half trebles every row. And I'll meet back up with you at the end. In theory, you'll be cutting it off and tying up as you have from the previous squares. That's exactly the same, that bit hasn't changed, but I'll meet back up with you at the end. So like I said, to finish it off exactly the same as you would on the other ones, pull up on the and like that, and then that's the end of the row, the end of the square. So like on the other ones, you'll need to make the same amount of squares on this one as you have on the other ones. You can mix up the colours, you can stay on the same colour. I will be mixing up my colours between a purpley colour, a yellowy colour and a pinky colour. Totaling probably 15 to 20 squares. So once you've got all that together, we'll sew them on later when we've got a few different squares, because next week I'll be showing you how to do the treble, the double treble even. Get that way up. Yeah, the double treble, which looks like that. So that's this week's tutorial done. Next week, like I said, I'll show you how to do the double treble. But this week, do about 15 to 20 of these. If you're following along with me, you can do more if you're not, or you can do less and turn it into a scarf if you fancied. But I'm going to be turning mine into a little blanket for either my cat or my dog, Daisy. So hopefully you've liked the tutorial. Put your thumbs up if you did. And leave if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments section and I'll get back to you. And I think that's it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.